as we're making a transition over from football to basketball today for University of Pikeville and also the UPIKE Sports Network. We've had multiple things going on monmultiple places right now. So we're going to meet the starters for Virginia-Lynchburg, Virginia University-Lynchburg. It'll be Amani Jackson, Alexander Faulkner, Milton Milling, Jackson Keeley, and also Dominic Williams. So it's Jackson, Faulkner, Mulling, Keeley, and Williams will be the starters for the Lynchburg Dragons. And once the Bears roster, starting lineup is announced, I'll be happy to share that with you as well too. I'm hoping we'll have live stats for you folks tonight as well too.
Let's meet our starting lineups. First, representing the kids on the scoreboard, the Virginia University-Lynchburg Dragons.
Again, we'll meet the Dragons first. Coach Vernon Watt, the PA announcer. Number 0, Monty Jackson. Number 4, Alexander Faulkner. Number 5 is Milton Milling. And number 32, Dominic Williams. And number 30, Jackson Keeley. The Dragons of Virginia University-Lynchburg. So we'll meet the Bears. And number 1, Darius Love from Houston, Texas. We'll get the start tonight for the Bears. Number 6'2", a sophomore from Sandy Hook, Corbin Spencer. Number 4, Jacob Brown. Number 23, Teron Horton. And number 5 is Christian Sweezy. 55, changed the number this year. Again, I love to watch this young man. I love his work ethic. I love the way he shoots the basketball, Christian Sweezy. Heck of a basketball player, but even better person, folks. I'll tell you, Christian Sweezy. A lot of newcomers on the team this year as well, too. And once they check in, to hopefully be happy to get those going for you as well, folks. Try to work on some rosters right now for you as well. As everybody's getting some final instruction from the coaches, from Coach Compton. We're ready for basketball action here at the University of Pikeville. The 21-22 season kicking off. And the tip is controlled by the Bears. You're moving to left to right on your TV screen, computer screen, every how you follow along. Appreciate you guys watching UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Spencer going to get the basketball. Love gets in the post. Goes up strong. Right-handed hook is short. Spencer battles for it. Goes up strong. Layup's up and good. The first 2 points of the season belongs to Corbin Spencer. Billing can bring the basketball down the floor for the Dragons, being guarded by Sweezy. Man-to-man action from the Bears. Over to Jackson. Back over to Williams. Being guarded by Horton. It's going to be off of Spencer's hands. Going to be called for travel, and the Bears force the turnover. First possession of the year for the Dragons ends up in a turnover. Good defense there by the Bears. Spencer will bring the basketball down for the Bears. Get to the baseline. Spin, swinging it on the Sweezy to Horton. Rises up for the three-point shot. Off the front rim, no good. Corralled by Millen. Being guarded by Corbin Spencer. Faulkner. Back over to Jackson. Puts down a couple of dribbles. Back over to Milling. One drive on Spencer. Layups up and no good. Battle for the rebound. Corbin Spencer comes away with it. He pushes. It's going to be off of Spencer's leg out of bounds. That'll be the first turnover of the season for the Bears. Get some instruction from Coach Ty Compton. The Bears will stay in the man-to-man defense. Good crowd in attendance this evening on the UPIKE Gymnasium. Rises up, shots up, no good. Rebounded by Milling. His shot's up and good. The first 2 points by the Dragons this year, and we're tied at 2. And the Dragons are going to pick up full court. Over to Horton. To Brown. Brown. Ball's knocked away from him from Williams, and he's going to push all the way to the goal. Up and good. Dragons' first lead of the year, 4-2 over the Bears. Brown gets into Spencer. He brings the ball across half court to Horton. A little bit of weave action up top. Got Sweezy down in the corner. Spencer going to get all the way to the goal. Going to find Sweezy. He rises up, holds the release, shots up off the side of the rim, no good. And right now the Dragons are owning the glass. 4-2 Dragons. Faulkner with the basketball, puts down a couple of dribblers. A pick up top, gets all the way to the rim. Sweezy tries to draw the charge and does so. Nice job from Christian Sweezy. He was close to that restricted area. The referee said he was outside. He picks up the first foul. It's going to be on Faulkner, his first, team's first whistle of the game. It's in a Darius Love, who's played multiple positions for the Bears last year. On a trap, miscommunication between Love and Spencer. Coach Ty Compton says, give me a timeout. And during this timeout, we'll send it back to the station for a break. You're watching Bears basketball on UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the University of Pikeville Gymnasium. 16:51 to go here in the first half. The Dragons are leading this one 4-2. Get the basketball inbounds to Milling after a quick timeout from Ty Compton, who is not happy with his team performance so far this evening. It's over to Williams, being guarded by Horton. Man-to-man defense still from the Bears. Nice move on Spencer. Ball's knocked away. Gets over to Keeley. Shots up and no good. Horton high for the rebound. The Windex man. Spencer puts down a couple of dribbles looking for Brown. Goes inside. You're going to get Keeley for over the back. It'll be the first foul. The second foul called on the Dragons. That's going to be on Keeley, his first, team second. Sweezy will inbounds the basketball from the baseline. Spencer rises up, holds the release, shots up, no good. Again, the backboard's owned by the Dragons. Faulkner puts down a couple of drills, big guard by Spencer. Dragons really working the shot clock, being patient with the basketball. Keeley puts down 10 on the shot clock. Keeley gets over to Jackson. Jackson, a 5 on the shot clock. I don't know if they realize how much time's left on the shot clock. Picked by Keeley, shots up, no good. There should be a shot clock violation. It is. Turnover on the Dragons, be Bears basketball. First substitute of the game for the Bears. Number 5, Kevin Bishop will check in, replacing Jacob Brown. Bishop, a sophomore from Cleveland, Ohio, Parkland College. Coach Compton, we'll talk with him before the game, very high on this young man. Just looking for consistency from Kevin. Gets over to Spencer, back to Darius Love. He rises up, holds the release, shots up, no good. Ball hit the standard, be out of bounds. Dragons basketball. The Bears have played 4.5 minutes, and we've only scored one basket. Now it's on a layup from Corbin Spencer early in the ball game. So the Dragons very deliberate on offense. Shots up and good. No, I'm sorry, it is good. Dominique Williams. Shots up and good, and Dragons got a 6-2 lead early. Sweezy bring the basketball down the floor. Kicks over to Spencer. Spencer drives on the baseline. Ball's knocked away from him. Nice job, nice hands by Jackson. Gets over to Faulkner. He pushes all the way to the rim. Being guarded by Darius Love. Ball is no good. Keeley with offense rebound up and in. And the Dragons are up to an 8-2 lead. Sweezy to Love. Love's going to have the ball knocked away from him. Over to Bishop. Bishop is going to drive all the way to the basketball. It's stolen from Maury Jackson. Sweezy putting on defense on the Dragons. Bishop and Gordon Williams one-on-one. Man-to-man defense from the Bears. Again, the Dragons are very deliberate on offense. Shots up, no good. Rebound by Spencer. Spencer shots up, no good. Bishop shots up, and it's good. 8-4 Dragons. Kevin Bishop first basket as a Bear. Eight to 4. Keon Dooling, the junior, is going to just check in for the Bears. Shots by Williams up and no good. Rebounded by Kevin Bishop over to Spencer. Spencer's going to push for the Bears. He's going to follow Bishop down to the baseline. The Bishop shots up, no good. I think the foul is going to be on Faulkner, I believe. It is on Faulkner. He'll call with the push, but 2 shots for Bishop. That's second on Faulkner. And Bishop will go to the line shooting 2 shots. First shot's up and no good. Number 2, Jones, will check in for the Dragons. And number 13 checked in as well, but I'm not sure what his name is. I'll have the roster for the Dragons. My apologies. Bishop's first shot was no good. Second shot's up, and it's good. Straight switch. He's going to have a substitution for the Bears. Is number 50, Maurice Dickinson, redshirt sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, way of Cleveland State Community College, will check in for the Bears. Trailing 8-5. He replaced Teron Horton. Tavion Horton, excuse me. Again, Dragons. We've got a little zone defense coming from the Bears. Got Sweezy, Love, Dooling, Bishop, and Dixon on the floor. Bears a little bit more active out of this zone defense. Shots up, no good. Rebound goes to Dickinson. First one has the Bears. Over to Sweezy. He's going to push. Sweezy ran some point last year for the Bears. Probably the best shooter on the team. Over to Love. Love for Dickinson. He rises up, holds the release, shots up, and no good. Nice job and rebound by Dooling. Over to Kevin Bishop. He puts down a couple dribbles. He's getting all the way to the basket. He drives. They're going to offensive foul. Bishop with a strong take to the basket. However, the defender slid over, took the charge. It'll be the first foul on Bishop and also the first foul on the Bears. So they're going to change the call now. I thought that's the correct call because the defender was in the restriction zone. So that'll be the 4th team foul on the Dragons. That was send Bishop to the line, shoot 2 more shots. He was 1 for 2 last time. First shot's up and it's good. Second shot's up and good. He makes him 3 of 4 from the free throw line, so the Bears cut the lead to 1, 8-7. Williams will move over to the point guard as the Bears will start extending their zone. Now this looks like a 1-2-2 zone. Dixon out on top of it. Williams rises up from the side, no good. Dueling with the rebound for the Bears. He's going to push. Looking the floor over. Dickinson, shots up and no good. Bishop tracks the rebound, unable to grab it though. Williams is going to push for the Dragons. Gets all the way to the rim. Bears able to close out. Jones at the basketball, number 13, over to Williams. His shot's blocked at the rim, but there's going to be a foul called. Be on caught on Love. Williams been on the line shooting 2 shots. First shot's up and it's good. Spencer will return to the lineup replacing Sweezy. Tavion Horton will return to the lineup replacing Darius Love. 9-7 with 12:07 to go here in the first half. Bears leading this one 9-7. Shots up and good. Giving the Dragons a 10-7 lead. Spencer gets all the way to the basket. Gonna kick it over to Horton. Horton rises up, holds the release, shots up, good! First 3-point basket of the season for the Bears. They tie the game at 10. Spencer did a good job of getting to the free throw line and finding Horton in the corner. And the Bears will stay in this zone defense. Much more active out of the zone defense than they were man-to-man so far. Horton gets a hands on it. Athleticism. Gets over to Dueling. Rises up. He shot's good. Bears regain a 12-10 lead. Again, this zone defense has really brought some life to the Bears offense as well, too. Much more active out of the zone. Williams gets it over to Milling. Back to Williams. Spencer rotates around. Another ball on the floor. Bears with another steal. Bishop with the left hand. Finds Dickinson. Shots up and no good. Battle for the basketball. It's going to be off Dick. No, I thought maybe off Dickinson. No, it is. It should be Dragons basketball. So with 11:01 to go in the first half, Bears leading this one 12-10. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the UPIKE Gymnasium as we're recognizing some of the newest Hall of Fame members at the University of Pikeville. This is the 2014-2015 national champions who have been recognized, who was inducted to Hall of Fame at the University of Pikeville today, along with individual bowlers KT Simpson and Brianna Larson as well, too. These young ladies definitely have a legacy and a dynasty at the University of Pikeville with women's bowling. Very proud of them. Also, again, reminder, we also had Antoine Marsh, a football player who was inducted to the Hall of Fame, along with KJ Manigault. So the Bears have regained a 12-10 lead with 11 minutes to go here and 1 second to go here in the first half. When they switched from the man-to-man defense to the zone defense, the defense got much more active. And that is something Coach Compton has stayed with so far. And it will remain in the zone defense as well. Illegal screen set up top, no call though. Spencer, and that's Dueling. Bishop will close out. Horton closes out, another steal by Tavion Horton. His second of the game already. He'll stop and pop from 3, holds the release, shots up, off the front rim, no good. It's been one shot and out so far for the Bears offensively. Well, the Bears maybe jump back to a man-to-man defense here. They'll switch everything, all the screens up top. Positionless basketball. Gets it down in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Drive to the basket. Williams, ball stolen from him. Bishop. Dickinson has tripped up, no call. Bishop shots blocked. Spencer follows it up, makes it 14-10 Bears. Milling brings the basketball down the floor. Horton with another steal, his third. Gets it over to Dooling, shots up and good. 16-10 Bears. Dragons drive to the baseline, kicks it back out to Jackson. Jackson brings it over, swings over to Williams. His shot up and good from Dominic Williams. Makes it 16-13 Bears. 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first half. You start seeing the Dragons get a little more active defensively as well. Bishop, strong drive to the basket. Uses left hand to finish. 18-13 Bears. Brown and Love will check back in for the Bears. Next dead ball. Shots up and air ball out of bounds as Monty Jackson for the Dragons. Love will replace Dickinson. Brown will replace Bishop. Good minutes from both of those guys. Spencer bringing the basketball down. Again, the Dragons have been a little bit more trapping in the last couple of minutes. Brown over to Horton, back to Dooling to Love. Open three, up and good. 21-13 Bears. Offense starting to click a little bit. They're finding the open man, shooting the shot. Christian Sweezy will check in for the Bears. Next dead ball. Like a little zone defense once again from the Bears. Shots up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Jacob Brown the ball is already going to be out of bounds. We Bears basketball. Sweezy returned to the lineup. Replaced Keon Dooling. (21-13) here in the first half. Bears leading this one. Spencer over to Horton. Back over to Love. Love gets to the baseline. Rises up. Shot high off the glass for good. Give the Bears a 10-point lead, 23-13 here in the first half. Over to Williams. Swings it back to the right side. Back to Williams up top. Bears taking this 2-3. Active defense as well. Swings it over to the left side. Caught the corner this time. Jacob Brown closes out. Shots up and off the back of the glass, no good. Nice job at Tavion Horton in the box out. Darius Love rises up, shots up, no good off the front of the rim. That'll be Dragons basketball. 15 will check in for the Dragons. That's Lewis who will replace Milling. Again, saying that zone defense. It's Keeley with the basketball. He shots up and it's no good. Horton been very active tonight on the backboard and defensively. Gives it to Sweezy. Dragons taking the man-to-man defense. Picks it by Brown. Swings to Love. Love goes for Spencer. No, back to Sweezy. Rises up, shots up and off the front of the rim, no good. Jacob Brown, offensive rebound for the Bears. This Spencer will bring it back out. Got 15 on the shot clock. Bears up by 10, 23-13. Spencer in and out dribble. Crashes, gets all the way to the glass. Layup's no good. I think it's going to be on Keeley. Be the team's sixth.
Number 30, University. Keeley, that's his first. Team's fifth.
His first, team's fifth, excuse me. Spencer will shoot two. First shot's up and good. Rattles home. He said 24-13. Second shot's up, and it's good as well. And making his first appearance as a Bear is Teron Hogg from Owensboro, Kentucky, transferred from Kentucky Christian University. Then he'll replace Corbin Spencer. Bears staying in this active trapping defense. Swing it around top. Williams going to drive, rises up, shots up, no good. Brown with a strong rebound, gets over to Sweezy. He's wanting to push. Has Hogg down. Run man rises up, slams it home. Bears lead this one 25-13. I tell you what, Teron Hogg, it took him like 2 steps to get from the half-court line to the basket, slams it home. Bears are leading this one 27-13, excuse me. Williams working up front there. Looks like the Bears may shift it over to man-to-man. No, they're going to stay in the zone defense. Very active so far. Hogg closes out. Forces Lewis all the way to the baseline. Up and under is no good. Battle for the rebound. Bears basketball. So I think Coach Todd Compton's going to call another timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. So we'll send it back to the station. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to University of Pikeville Gymnasium as the Bears leading this one 27-13 in the first half. Ever since the Bears have switched to this zone defense, much more active, more steals, easier baskets. Very evident on the last possession there, Sweezy to Teron Hogg, who slams it down for a 27-13 lead here in the first half. Hope to have you guys some halftime stats as well. Again, the Bears are very slow getting out of the gate, but here in the last few minutes, they've turned the offense on, in control of this one, 27-13. Love over to Sweezy. Sweezy over to Horton. Back to Love. He gets all the way to the basket. Rises up. Shots up. Nice tough teardrop off the glass. 29-13, largest lead of the day for the Bears. Again, the Bears, this is a 1-3-1 defense this time. Sweezy up top. Horton will switch over. Faulkner with the basketball for the Dragons. This is Lewis being guarded by Sweezy. 10 on the shot clock. Lewis swings over to the right side. 5 on the shot clock. Brown closes out. Shot down the corner, no good. Love battle for rebound. Tristan Sweezy battle for rebound. Excellent hustle by the Bears. Back over to Sweezy. He's going to push. See what happens here. Hogg over to Horton. He rises, holds the release. Shot in the corner. 3, no good. Jacob Brown. Darius high for the rebound. Shots up, good. Darius Love, 31-13 Bears. Darius Love went high above the rim to get the rebound there. Strong finish for the young man from Houston, Texas. Gets over to Lewis. Bears staying in this 1-2-2 defense. We've got 3 subs coming in for the Bears. Next dead ball will be coming in. Be Spencer, Dooling, and Bishop. Sweezy, Horton, and Brown will check out for the Bears. And Coach Compton loses the jacket for the first time this year. The Bears leading this one 31-13. Williams, shot clock violation. They didn't quite understand how much time was left on the shot clock. Turnover to the Bears. Spencer over to Hogg, over to Bishop. Bishop to Love. Love free throw line jumper. Shots up good. Darius Love. Young man started to play some basketball, getting a little bit of rhythm there. The redshirt junior from Houston, Texas. 33-13 Bears. Shots up, no good. Darius Love high for rebound. I'll tell you, the last few minutes, Darius Love has played some excellent basketball. The junior from Houston. For Spencer. Done a couple dribbles. Hogg from the baseline. Young man going to step out of bounds. Will be dragging the basketball. Probably a situation, probably want to reverse that basketball back around. I think it was 2 passes away from a wide open three-point shot there. But again, first game of the season here. A lot of newcomers trying to learn the offense as well. 33-13. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Bears staying in this zone defense is much more active. Stay with us at halftime. We'll have Kelly Wells, the UPIKE Athletics Director, for an interview. Former men's basketball coach at the University of Pikeville. Coach, a former coach of the year and national champion. Love with the dueling. Shots off the back of the rim, no good. Hogg goes high for rebound. Young man got some length to him. Shots up and no good. It's been an offensive foul call against the Dragons. Yes, sir. It's been the second charge taken in this first half by the Bears. Yeah. So Dickinson. I'm sorry, Avery Martinez will make his first appearance. Now Dixon will check back in for the Bears as well, too. Joining the broadcast booth here at Coach Kelly Wells. Coach, always good to have you in the booth with me.
My pleasure. It's hard for me to sit and watch these and not try to coach them up, so I'm glad you brought me up here.
That's what's wonderful. The Bears have got off a little bit of a slower start, but now they switch to this zone defense. Has really got the offense going as well, too. Spencer rises up. Shot's good. Corbin Spencer holds the release. Makes it 36-13 Bears.
What a great run they've had since that first media timeout. They've really got it back in sync. I thought they were a little bit nervous maybe to start the game for this first one.
They looked very sluggish in the beginning, but once they switched to that zone defense, got a little bit more active, got the sweat going, I guess, a little bit as well, too. Got a little bit of rhythm.
This zone will be effective for us eventually. Obviously, we got to close out on shooters, but I think we'll have that will be a very dynamic defense for us.
36-16, 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the first half. Spencer, Dragons will stay in the man-to-man defense. Spencer gets all the way to the rim. Nice job of Corbin Spencer. It finishes at the rim as well.
Yeah, that's where he's really improved his game. He's always been a really good shooter and scorer, but getting around the rim at this college level is a little different. So he's learned to have some different finishes. It's helped him out a lot.
38-16 Bears. Shots up, no good. Bishop battles for the rebound for the Bears. Gets over to, for Dickinson, I'm sorry. Gets over to Spencer.
I think they're going to try to take a little bit of time, use some screen and rolls here, get late in the shot clock here as well. They're getting them off the dribble pretty good right now. Yep.
We'll step on maybe try to do a little bit too much with the basketball there, get the double team on the baseline.
Yeah, Lynchburg's doing a little bit of double teaming. They're doing it in the half court and in the corners, and you got to be aware of that. And if you make the extra one, 2-guard one, you throw it to the guys open, and you got your percentage odds on the other side.
Teron Hogg will check back in for the Bears. I thought Hogg, he's limited minutes so far, looked good as well too. Very athletic young man.
Gave us some great minutes. I thought he was a big key for us getting our tempo where we wanted. Here we go.
Active hands on the floor. We love to see that. Timeout Dragons. We'll just keep it here since we've got Coach Wells with us as well. It'll be a timeout Dragons, but 38-16. So, Coach, again, you talked about a little nervous in the beginning as far as on the basketball team. And this maybe, I know a lot of newcomers and some returners as well, too. And practice and games are totally different, right?
They really are. And they've really just beat up on each other for 4 or 5 weeks. They did go play UVA-Wise in a scrimmage and played really well, but actually when they count, it makes a big difference. And they were a little bit nervous and maybe even a little bit gun-shy, when they came out of the gates.
So I'm assuming probably during that scrimmage, probably nobody was in the stands either.
It was a close scrimmage, so nobody was there.
Yeah, so you get, especially homecoming weekend, Hall of Fame weekend, got a lot of folks in the stands. They're a good crowd for a Saturday night as well too, Coach.
It really is. And I think anytime you add the element of your friends and family, that adds another element of pressure and want to do well. Pressure is probably not the right word, but just urgency to play well. And all these guys are kind of going through the motions of new. Some of them have returners, but still yet trying to mesh that newness together is always something that just takes a little time.
38-16, got a minute 15 to go in the first half. Bears up by 22. Gets over to Dominic Williams. He drives to the baseline. Nice closeout from Hogg. Rebound by Martinez. Gets over to Dooling. He's going to push it up. First time we've seen him handle the basketball up top. Gets over to Spencer. He drives to the basket. He's looking to finish at the basket. Corbin Spencer finishes once again, 40-16, the Bears.
I don't think that surprises anybody. Corbin's got a great feel for getting into the paint and really does a good job finishing. He even had outlets there if he wanted to throw it to his shooters on the wings too, but made a good decision of getting the layup.
Well, the Bears staying in a little zone defense here, very active. Martinez closes out on his shooter. Shots up, no good. Hogg goes high for the rebound. Athletic, I'm telling you, he's an athletic young man.
And long, super long.
Spencer holds it down. Coach Compton says, let's run a play here. 20 on the shot clock, 27 on the game clock. Spencer gets to the middle over to Dooling. Shots up off the front of the rim, no good. Williams is going to push for the Dragons. So all the way to the basket, a little up and under. Nice shot, 40-18 Bears.
That kid's not a bad player. He's made some really nice moves for them. He's probably their best.
So got 8 on the game clock. Spencer being guarded at the top, gets it over to Dooling. Hogg going to look to finish. Ball taken away from him at the buzzer. Shots up's not going to count. So we're at halftime, 40-18. I don't know if you'd be able to stay on with me a little bit in the second half.
I promised my wife I would have a date night with her.
I appreciate you, Coach. Thank you very much. Coach Kelly Wells, Athletic Director, University of Pikeville. Corbin Spencer comes up with a 7th steal of the game for the Bears. Up, and he finishes at the basket, makes it 42-18, UPIKE. The Bears will stay in this zone defense. Swinging to the corner, he's going to step out of bounds. 3-point shots up, no good, though. So Jacob Brown will inbound the basketball from the side. The Bears winning this one by 24. Got a 3-camera setup tonight brought to you by the University of Pikeville Sports Network. Spencer kicked down to Love, drives the basketball, is knocked away from over to Horton. His left-handed pass is stolen as well. Rises up the basket. The basket's going to count. It's going to be a foul. I think it's on Sweezy. It is going to be a Sweezy, so it'll be 42-20. That'll be his first, team's first here in the second. Faulkner to the line shooting 1 shot. Shots up, and it is good. 42-21. Bears have doubled up Lynchburg. Looks like Lynchburg is going to a trap, try to speed up the pace a little bit over to Sweezy in the corner. He's going to drive, gets the free throw line to Spencer. Over to Love, back to Sweezy, over to Horton, back to Sweezy. He's going to swing. Good ball moving for the Bears. Love from the corner for 3. Shots up in the corner. It's no good. Jacob Brown, nice job rebounding. Rises up with the right hand. Nice baby hook from Jacob Brown. 44-21 Bears. Dragon swinging around up top. Bears staying in this 2-3 defense. Nice job still by Horton. His 4th of the game gets over to Sweezy. Sweezy's going to push. Doesn't find anybody. Gets down Spencer this time. Spencer rises up. 3-point shots. No good off the back of the rim. Love tried to push it. It's Milton, I'm sorry. 44-23. Spencer being guarded at the Bears logo. Timeout when caught by the Bears. So the trap come at the free throw line. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll say right here at the gym, it's a 30-second timeout. 44-23. 18 minutes to go. So as we're going in, you can see the Bears huddle right now as well. Coach Compton instructing his players. He got a lot of new faces, some returners, everybody to mix together, see what they can do. So the official come over to the huddle and say, hey guys, let's break it up to play basketball. So 18 on the shot clock. The Bears will inbound from the sideline. And it'll be Sweezy who will trigger the ball inbounds for the Bears. Look for Spencer in the corner, can't find him. We'll get it in to Love. Love good to the basket. All the way, the ball stripped from him. Here comes Williams on the break for the Dragons. Horton goes up high. Williams finishes at the rim. 44-25. They've cut the lead to 19. Brown will throw the basketball into Spencer. Here comes the trap once again. Horton. Love back over to Horton. Horton's going to get to the basket. Over to Brown. Brown's unable to handle it. He gets a handle on it this time, though. And he's going to call for an offensive foul. He hooked him. That is going to be the hook. And Kenyon Dooling will replace Darius Love in the lineup. Coach Compton doesn't agree with the call. (44-25). 17 minutes to go and 17 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the second half on a running clock. Ball gets to the basket. Horton. Dooling on nice defense on Williams. Shots up no good. Rebound over 3 Bears. It's going to be White basketball. That's Jones on the rebound. He went over 3 Bears and got that rebound. Sweezy. Horton. To Brown. Nice pass. Nice finish from Jacob Brown. 46-25. Bears will stay in this zone defense. They've been very active. Looks like maybe a man. They're going to switch everything on top. It is going to be a man defense. Spencer will extend way out to the logo. The drive. Horton tries to take the charge. Dooling's going to have the steal. Gets all the way to the basket. Up and under. Count the basket. 48-25. Kenyon Dooling with the steal and the finish. Horton says, hey, this has got a slick spot on the floor. Bears up 23. The drive, kick. Another drive. Good defense from the Bears. No finish. Brown goes high for the rebound and gets to the Sweezy. Sweezy's going to push. Over to Horton. Horton put down a couple of dribbles. No, back to Sweezy. Man defense from the Dragons. To Horton. Horton gets to the baseline. Over to Spencer. Spencer gets into the basket. Shots up and no good. It'll be a foul on the Dragons. Spencer will go to the line shooting 2 shots. Jones will be called for the foul. His first. Team's first here in the second. So it'll be a timeout, be a full timeout. So with 15:45 to go in the second half, the Bears leading this one 48-25. You're watching UPIKE basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the University of Pikeville Gymnasium. 15:45 to go here in the second half. The Bears leading this one 48-25. Homecoming week at the University of Pikeville. Hall of Fame weekend as well. Opening game for the Bears. Spencer will go to the line shooting 2 shots. Spencer makes the first. Dixon looking to check in. Looks like he's going to replace Spencer after the second free throw. Shots up, it's good. Makes it 50-25. Dixon will replace Spencer. Bears staying in his own defense. Three out of the corner. Bishop a little bit late closing out on the three. 3-point basket makes it 50-28. Sweezy bringing the basketball across the court for the Bears. It's over to Horton. Horton over to Dickinson. Rises up, slammer, jammer. Welcome to the University of Pikeville, big man. Rises up and throw it down with authority. Dominic Williams rises up, no good. And Dixon, the man of the hour. Get the jam, get the rebound, baby. Sweezy over to Horton. Horton over to Bishop. The offense is starting to click now, 54-28. Dickinson jam woke everybody up. Man, he got on the baseline and said, get out of my way. Williams playing the basketball around top for the Dragons. Loses the dribble. Playing on top, 3-point shots up, and it is good. That's Faulkner, 54-31. I'll be having head baseball coach Cody Anderchuk on the interview here shortly. Kevin Bishop gets the ball in the middle. Shots blocked. Goes out of bounds. Bears retain possession. A couple of subs coming in for the Dragons. Milling, one of the returners, replacing Keeley. 54-31, 14-14 to go in the second half. Bears in control of this one. Sweezy to trigger it in bounds. Over to Dooling. Dooling over to Horton. Sweezy from the corner three. Shots up. Good. No, not the back of the rim. Rebound by Dominic Williams. He's a player. And it's going to be Dooling with the reach. So it'll be his first, team's third here in the second half. As we got the head coach of men's baseball at the University of Pikeville, Cody Anderchuk, join us. Welcome to the broadcast booth, Coach.
Hey, I appreciate you having me on.
54-31 Bears. Working on the baseline. Bishop guarding one-on-one. Gets his hand on the basketball. Now he's going to push. He got Horton to his left, Dixon to his right. Dickinson gathers the basketball a little up and under. Finishes. He wanted the foul. 56-31. Bears' largest lead of the night at 25. Shots up from deep off the front of the rim. Christian Sweezy goes high for the rebound. Gets over the Dooling. He's going to push. Gets all the way to the rim. He finishes at the basket. 58-31. Bears on a little bit of a run here. Exciting style of basketball right now, Coach.
Hey, love coming to watch UPIKE basketball play. I always bring good product.
Bears going to drop back in their 2-3 defense. Very active defense. Shots up and off of Williams' leg out of bounds. So for the Bears, it'll be Hogg, Spencer, and Love replacing Dickinson, Dooling, and Sweezy. No, I'm sorry, looking at replacing Bishop. Horton, no, who's it checking out here? Dooling, Horton, Sweezy's checking out. I think Dixon's still staying on the floor. A couple of five-slam jammas so far tonight, Coach.
Hey, it's been fun to watch. You know, it's my first basketball game in a couple years. You know, obviously me when I left, but it's always good to come watch UPIKE play.
Dixon found his way to the basket once again, up and under, 60-31 Bears. Dragons got the basketball down the corner. Hogg guarding him. Athletic young man, very long as well. Shots up and no good. Rebound, Colton Spencer. He's looking to push. Bears control this one by 29. Knocked away from Spencer. Still by the Dragons. They're going to get all the way to the basket. Love with a hustle play. He can be caught on Darius Love. So, Coach, I know next week you got the World Series for the baseball team.
Yes, we got the World Series. We're excited about it. It's always a fun thing to do at the end of the fall. And, you know, we did our draft day over at Buffalo Wild Wings, who's a sponsor of our athletic department. And, you know, the teams are set. We got Coach Justice versus Coach Russell, and the first pitch will be at 3:30 on Monday.
So is this a how many game series?
It's a 5-game series, first 1 to 3. So, you know, if we got a little bit of rain, we'll get pushed back to the weekend. So, it's always fun to watch the guys compete against each other.
60-32, Bears in control of this one. It's always exciting things going on in the athletic department at the University of Pikeville. Coach Anderchuk coming back, rejoining the Bears after being a volunteer coach a couple years ago. Bishop all the way to the basket. He finished the Bears up 62-32. We're going to go to a media timeout. If the next dead ball would have stayed here so we can interview Coach Anderchuk. Bears staying under their zone defense, 62-32. Bishop closes out. Hogg closes out as well, too. Dickinson, three-point shots up and good. No, he's going to call that a two, 62-34. Defensively, the Bears much more active since they went to the zone defense versus just the man-to-man. Much more active. Bishop tried to find Hogg on the baseline. The ball stolen from him. Spencer's the only one back. No, 3-on-1. Nice job of Corbin Spencer. Looks like he may have stepped out of bounds. Three-point shots up and good. Makes it 62-37. Coach Compton is not pleased with that. That series of plays, I think Christian Sweezy going to check in probably for Corbin Spencer, if I'm guessing. Bishop, ball's knocked away from him. Love will get to the basket. He'll be called for the charge. Yes, sir. Sweezy and Brown will check in for the Bears, but this should be a media timeout. And it is. We'll stay right here, David, so we can interview Coach Anderchuk. So, Coach, I know you spent a couple years with us as a volunteer assistant coach a couple years ago, and then you went to Lindsey Wilson and kind of turned that program around for 3 years and decided to come back and put the orange and black on. So how's it been since you've been back on the hill?
Hey, it's been great. You know, it's been a warm welcoming. The community's been great. The engagement from our alumni has been outstanding. Kelly Wells has made me feel like at home. He's one of the best athletic directors I could ever work for, and you know, just the support I'm getting here, and it's just really exciting times, I think, to be in the orange and black. And you know, I got a lot of ties here with family, and my wife graduated from here, and you know, I think it's just a very special place, and I couldn't say no to coming back.
Well, we're definitely glad to have you. Of course, being a baseball alum, I know I've been around the program a little bit, and just what you're bringing to the players, and definitely a player-first coach, but they're disciplined, a lot of structure during practice and games, and but also players first, and we definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's if you don't have structure, you don't have a lot, and I think the guys are appreciating some structure and some organization and getting everything set on the right plan. And you know, my ultimate goal here is to turn this program around and make it a, you know, proud for alumni, the community, the school, and I think that we're not too far away. I think we just need to add a couple pieces, and you know, it's a really exciting time. Like I said earlier, is to be a part of this athletic department.
Well, we're definitely glad to have you a part of it as well, too. We're back to action, 62-37. Under 11 minutes go here in the second half. Bears have led as many as by 30. On the floor now will be Hogg, Love, Brown, Dickinson, and Sweezy. Brown with a blocked three-point shot as the coach for the Dragons just turned, but he's head down. Horton will return and replace Dickinson, who's gave some good minutes for the Bears this evening. 14 on the shot clock, 10:48 to go. Bears 62-37. Inbounds pass, can the Bears stay in this 2-3 zone. Start to swing the basketball a little bit up top. Shot up, corners up, no good. Hogg high for the rebound. Athletic young man, long. Gets over to Horton. Horton puts on a couple drill back to Christian Sweezy. Surveys the defenses man-to-man. Now they're going to trap out of it. Sweezy will get down to Brown. Brown three-point shot out the corner is up. No good. Hogg goes high for the rebound. Jams it home, but he's going to be called for the over the back. So, Coach, also I know something that you pride yourself on as far as grades. I know at the midterm break you was telling me you was very impressed with the team GPA so far as well.
Yeah, no, I make all our guys maintain a 3.0. If not, they go to study hall for 3 days a week. I just think it's important for them to have an opportunity to go on to professional school or graduate school and, you know, learn a little bit from my mistakes. So I think that's important for them to have that.
Darius Love gets a rebound for the Bears to give it to Christian Sweezy. He's going to push. Gets it back over to Darius Love. Love, the junior from Houston, Texas, over to Jacob Brown. Brown going back down. Dribble goes a little bit too high, loses a dribble. Dominic Williams gets all the way to the basket. Oh, man, hard fall. Hope that young man is okay. Basket is good for the Dragons. Oh, he hit hard. And he looks like he's He's 62-39. They've cut the lead down to 23. Sweezy, ball off a Dragons player. No, we're going to say it's out of bounds of Bears. Coach Compton wants a timeout. Let's leave it here as well, Dave. We'll get one last time out here with Coach Anderchuk as well, too. So, Coach, so I know you'll have the Fall World Series this year, conclude your fall practice schedule, but then you really don't have a whole lot of time off. The regular season for your spring season starts in January, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, that's correct. We open up down at Reinhardt in Walaski, Georgia, in last weekend of January, and this will conclude our team practice. We'll go more into weights and our conditioning coming up here in the month of November and December, and get our guys prepared, physically to be ready to go in January.
Well, I know we're very excited to see. I got to go to some of the, as we see in the crowd right now, and just a lot of baseball guys are on the camera right now, too. Good-looking young men down there, always very supportive of those sports on campus as well, too, especially during the basketball games. They always get known to get a little rowdy, but supporting their team, their classmates and schoolmates as well, too. But I know with you and Coach Russell, I know the program's in good hands, Coach, and we definitely want to wish you the best of luck this year as well, too. And of course, we'll be bringing all the baseball games on the UPIKE Sports Network as well, too, presented by Appalachian Wireless. I know you're going to play a fun style of baseball. I know the young men are going to compete, and the practices I've seen, you and Coach Russell has really instilled work ethic, but also it's okay to have a good time as well, too.
Yeah, that's right. If you're not having a good time, you're not doing the right thing. So, I like to keep it loose, but also we got a plan, and that plan needs to be set in place for the springtime.
But I think you agree with Kelly Wells. Once they're keeping score, let's win, though.
That's right, absolutely. I'm very competitive.
There's a steal by Teron Hogg. His layup's up and good. It makes it 64-39. Gets down in the corner. Dragons turn the basketball. The defense can pick it up for Darius Love. He's going to get to the basket. Rises high past the basket. George Gervin style layup. Called a finger roll. 66-39. Bears back up at 27. If you're not for sure who George Gervin is, folks at home, YouTube George Gervin, the Iceman. Shots up and off the backboard, no good. You can call Tavion Horton for the foul. Give a three shots for Milton. Be his first, team seventh. Bears winning this one 66-39. He'll have three. Puts down a couple of dribbles. Shots up and good, and the first of three is good. Coach Compton is having a discussion with the official. The official's smiling, but Coach Compton's not smiling. So I don't know if he's just telling a joke or they're disagreeing on the call, Coach Anderchuk.
I think they're disagreeing on something, Gary. That's good.
Lewis will check back in the game for the Dragons, 66-41. The Bears have led as many as 30. Shots up and good, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Avery Martinez just checked in the game for the Bears. So you have Sweezy, Hogg, Lewis, Martinez, and Horton on the floor for the Bears right now. Dragons are going to trap. The Bears have had a little trouble with this trap. They break it this time. Sweezy's going to back it out. Got 15 on the shot clock. Here comes that trap once again. They got Sweezy. He's going to swing it to Love. Oh, he had one pass in the corner. Had Martinez. Going to get to Horton, though. He loses it. Hogg's blocked at the basket. Turnover. Nope. Darius Love going 3 on the shot clock. Hogg goes up. He is going to the line shooting 2 shots. I think there's one pass away, Coach. They had Martinez in the corner for a 3, but they drove to the basket. First game of the season, though.
It is.
Hogg's got 2 shots. The Bears leading this one by 24, 66-42. First shot's up. Spencer will return. He'll place Darius Love. Looks like Kenyon Dooling will return to the lineup as well, too. No, that's Kevin Bishop, excuse me. And he'll replace Hogg in the lineup. The Bears leading this by 26, 68-42. $8:15 to go in the second half. Bears by 26, 68-42. Bears will stay in this zone defense. The zone defense requires a lot of communication. Shots up, blocked by Bishop. Bishop will go one more time. Williams shots up, no good. Bishop goes high for the rebound. Don't give her to Sweezy. He's going to push. keeps the dribble, gets over to Horton, rises high at the rim, unable to finish though. Dragons going to push down, back down the other way. Spencer just stops the basketball still. Loses dribble, falls down, gives it to Horton, over to Martinez, to Bishop. Bishop gathers himself, left-hand layup, off the glass is good. Spencer's kind of waving that left hand. Hopefully he's okay. 70-42 Bears. Dixon will return to the lineup and along with Dooling as well. Tough shot from the corner is up and good. That's Faulkner. 70-44. Spencer over to Bishop. Bishop on a couple of dribbles, 20 on the shot clock. Gets over to Spencer. To Martinez, going to attack the basket. Shots up good. Tough finish at the basket from Avery Martinez. Steal by Horton over to Sweezy. Sweezy's looking to finish at the basket. No, unable to do so. 72-44 Bears. Good hustle by Tavion Horton. Faulkner got the basketball in the corner, step back, unable to do so. Get a shot off. Sweezy looking to cut off the driver. He does. Shot out of the corner is up and good. It'll be a 2-point shot. 72-46. I know mixing returners and new players as well, Coach. I'm sure Coach Compton just trying to find his right rotation right now.
Yeah, the right chemistry, what's going to work. And, you know, you got to figure a lot of stuff out the first game. So
Avery Martinez out of the corner is up and good. Makes it 75-46 Bears. Definitely the Bears tonight have shown glimpses of how good they can be as well, too.
Absolutely.
Bears have rotated back to a man-to-man defense this time. No, they're going to switch back to the zone as well, too. They disguise it very well. 8 on the shot clock. Martinez, maybe an offensive foul. Nice job by Avery Martinez. Hits the three from one side of the court, draws the charge, and Dooley and Dickinson will check back in for the Bears. That'll be a full timeout. So we'll send it back to the station. You're watching the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to University of Pikeville Gymnasium. 5:58 to go in the second half. The Bears leading this one 75-46. Head baseball coach Cody Ganderchuk, he's going to be leading the Bears on the diamond. Very excited about what he can do. Of course, being a baseball alum myself, very excited to see the direction of the program and being around the players. It's just a very positive thing right now. Again, he's a player's coach, but also he's very disciplined, a lot of structure, teaching the game of baseball. Coach Cody Ganderchuk, and also his assistant coach is Coach Tyler Russell. And he's a volunteer assistant coach this year. He's going to be my son, Kevin Justice, who played 3 years for the Bears baseball team, decided he want to get into coaching. Coach Ganderchuk and Coach Russell will give him that opportunity this year as well. 75-46 on a running clock here in the second half. Spencer bringing the basketball to the floor for the Bears. Over to Bishop. Bishop back to Spencer. Spencer. Over to Bishop to the free throw line. Behind the back dribble. Nice dribble. Dickinson goes up. Wham! He says, give me the basketball and throw it down, big man. 2 thunderous dunks from Michael Dickinson this evening. 77-46, largest lead of the night for the Bears. Shots up and good for the Dragons to cut the lead to 77-48. Spencer's got the basketball for the Bears. Here's a free throw line over to Dickinson. Man-to-man defense from the Bears. 18 on the shot clock. He's going to drive, gets all the way to the basket, gets over to Kevin Bishop, and he says, Michael, what you can do, I can do as well. 79-48 Bears. I'm sorry, it's not Michael Dickinson, it's Maurice Dickinson. My apologies. Bishop's got the basketball. Got so excited, calling him the wrong name. He's thrown 2 thunderous dunks down tonight. Spencer all the way to the basket. Up and no good. 79-48. Dixon guarding Williams. No, it's going to be Dooling going to guard Williams. Horton can check back in for the Bears. Baseline jumpers up good for the Dragons and make it 79-51, I believe, 79-50. Horton will check back for the Bears. Let's see if it's going to be I don't know if it's going to be a 30 or a full. It is going to be a full timeout. We'll send it back to the station. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the University-Pikeville Gymnasium. 4:22 to go in the second half. Bears control this one 79-50. Again, my apologies. Number 50 for the Bears is Maurice Dickinson. He's had 2 thunderous dunks here tonight for the Bears. Slow start offensively for the Bears today. However, once they went to a zone defense, it really got the nerves calmed down a little bit. Started flowing a bit more offensively, getting some easy baskets as well, too. Bears looking a little bit better since the first 7 minutes of the ball game. So you got Sweezy and Bishop, Horton, Dooling, and Dickinson on the floor. Shots up from Sweezy. Shots no good. Dickinson gets the rebound. Nope. Dooling going to have the rebound. Nope. It's going to be off to him. It'll be the Dragons the basketball. Brown re-enter the game for Bishop. Williams bringing the basketball down, being guarded by Dooling. 79-50. The Bears going to stay in this zone defense. Shots up from Williams off the front of the rim. High for the rebound. Dickinson. Gets over to Horton. To Brown. Baby hook. Shots up. No good. The Dragons are going to push. Should be Bears basketball. Yes, sir. Off a Dragons player's foot out of bounds. I believe that was Faulkner's foot. Bears some active hands. Knock his off foot out of bounds. Bears basketball 79-50. Christian Sweezy put down a couple of dribbles. Gets over to Horton. He's going to get to the free throw line. Finds Dickinson. Shots up good. He finishes and one. The young man is saying, give me more playing time, coach. He's got 2 thunderous dunks. Finishes at the basket and one. 81-50. Matches the largest lead of the night for the Bears. Teron Hogg will wait to check in for the Bears. Dixon will get a couple of dribbles. Will shimmy at the free throw line. Shots up and good. 82-50, largest lead of the night. As Maurice Dixon will check out and be replaced by Teron Hogg. 82-50, Bears in control of this one. Horton active hands. On the floor dive. That's what you want to see from the young man. One of the leaders on this team. Should be a traveling call. As Horton, you can hear the skin slapping on the floor. However, when he got the basketball, he's unable. He rolled over, which initiated the travel. Horton will check out. Martinez will check back in. Excellent hustle from Tavion Horton. That's the reason he's one of the leaders on this team. Leading by example. Under 3 minutes to play. 1:15 on the shot clock. Williams' shot's no good. Be a Martinez. Martinez first. Team 8th. That'll send Williams to the line shooting 2 shots. Back of the rim, no good. 82-50. Puts down a couple of dribbles. He's had a good game this evening. Second shot's good, 82-51. Brown gets the basketball into Doolin. Over to Hall, gets to the basket, tries to finish to contact, unable to do so, gets the rebound. Second shot's no good, be out of the Dragons player, be Bears basketball. Love will check in the game, back in the game. And also Noel Kitts will make his first appearance as a Bears basketball player from Florida. Bonita Springs. Bears looking to work Hall, gets the basketball, tries to finish through contact, he's going to foul. Hall's going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2 shots. Jones second, team's 5th. Hall will shoot 2 shots. As the referee does a little bit of work there, you see a nice close-up of Teron Hogg. Shots up and good, makes it 83-32. Bends the knees, holds the release, and it's good, makes it 84-51. Closing in on 2 minutes to go here at the UPIKE Gymnasium, 84-51 Bears. Doolin guarding one-on-one. That looks like man-to-man defense. It is. Love guarding his man. It's Williams. Hogg. Williams shoots over Hogg. No good. Kitts gets a rebound. Gets it over to Doolin. He's going to push. Gets at the free throw line. Over to Darius Love. Shot fake Doolin. 3-point shots up. And it's good. Jan Doolin. 87-51. And I think his name would be Dulling versus Doolin. Got to find that out. My apologies. First game of the season. Shots up, no good. Kitts goes up high for the rebound. Gets it over to Doling, but it's out of bounds. Good hustle from the freshman trying to get the ball out. Bears winning this one 87-51. Largest lead of the night, 36. Williams trying to get to the basket. Active hand from Bears. They got the steal. Hogg gonna get it out. Love, you going to rise up. Slamma, jamma. Darius Love. He enjoyed that fraternity. He joined the fraternity last year. He says, renew my membership. 89-52. $89-54. Dolan's at the basketball, gets all the way to the basket, shots up and no good, but he'll go to the line shooting 2 shots. So the Bears have got an opportunity to crack the 90-point mark. Dolan will go to the line shooting 2 shots. First shot is up and it's good. It makes it 90-53, largest lead of the night for the Bears. Be back in action on Tuesday night, November the 3rd. November the 2nd, excuse me. Doling second shot is good too, makes it 92-53. We'll take on Simmons at the Appalachian Wireless Arena at 6 p.m. tip-off. Again, November the 2nd, Tuesday, 6 p.m. tip-off. With jump ball. No, sir. We're going to get Avery Martinez with a hold, I believe. No, 13, Noah Kent's with the foul. Team's ninth. Gets first. First shot's up and good. You have to tell the bonus now. And they'll take on Simmons, the University of Pikeville Bears, November the 2nd, Tuesday, November the 2nd, 6 p.m. tip-off, Appalachian Wireless Arena. You can watch it live here on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Second shot's up and good, 91-55, I believe it is. Doolin will hit the basketball, as this might be the last possession. Shot clock's turned off. The Dragons are going to back off. No. So the year two of the Ty Compton career at the University of Pikeville as head coach. He gets win number 1 over Virginia University Lynchburg Dragons, 91-55.